What's up? How you doing? Not much here. Not much going on. Yes, a lot going on. But I kind of felt like going back in time and going back to Evan Richard Wood bubble of BS. And of course, there's so many interviews that we can read and we can watch on her, but this one in particular caught my attention because first of all, it's in People's Magazines, and we know what People Magazines do. We know what they do, right? And also, I had to pause and sorry. I hope I don't look so yellow today. Like last time, it was awful. There's some light going on from outside, which I don't like, but helps. Theo asked me about Lily the cat. She's right there. She's a pain in the butt, but she's so cute. Anyway, so this one is from Evan. Okay, Evan Rachel Wood, and I was like, I need to find a nickname for her. We gotta get a nickname. Evan Rachel Weird. No, because I like the word weird. Weird people are cool people. I don't know. You know, the Manson calls her the witch for a reason. When he talks about her in a couple of interviews, and also other in private people said that when he talks about her, when he mentions her, he says the witch. Yeah. It's so freaking sad. Anyway, besides, I just want to kind of have a little bit of fun at her expenses right now because I don't feel bad for her one damn bit. And I still think that she's the root of all of it, and she's the most. I mean, I thought she was really smart. Now I'm just thinking that because she's so obsessed with him and she is so sick. She's a very ill person. I think that whatever smartness she had before is gone. It's gone because she's so involved with just destroying him. So maybe she was able to think, you know, and be cold about it and be smart and blood and you know, just Machiavellic, this whole thing that she did. But I think she's losing it. The fact that she went there and then was singing the song and flipping over when she was saying his name, and smiling and all the stuff that she's posting on her Instagram, shading everybody on her way, shading Manson, shading Jamie, shading her own mom, shading Hollywood, shading parenting. She's just a box of whining, just a whiner. Anyway, so I do think that she's I don't think that she's okay at all, ever. I don't think she was ever really okay. But we all of us are not really okay. Think about it. But with her, I do think she lost her mind. Because in the beginning, I would say about a year ago, 2 years ago, I was like, yeah, she's just strange. She's just a liar. About 6 months ago, I was like, yeah, she sucks. She's a liar. Right now, I'm thinking for all the stuff that we've seen her doing and saying, and all the passive-aggressive Instagram posts and all the stuff she's doing, I really think she lost it. Like her toxicity, you know, is such that it's almost like a snake, you know, biting her own tail and just poisoning herself. That's kind of what she's doing. That's a really weird word to say because I love snakes. So I should, maybe a hamster. Maybe she's a hamster because I don't like hamsters, but I love snakes. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to tell you that that's what she does. And I don't want to sit here and say she's a narcissist. And I'm not going to make fun of the way any of these women look. I think that's very low. And a lot of people do that. Because it won't matter. It doesn't matter if she looks gorgeous. It doesn't matter if she looks like Anna Nicole Smith in the 90s. It doesn't matter if she looks like Winona Ryder. It doesn't matter if she looks like shit. It wouldn't matter. I'll be talking like that about her no matter what. The same with Ashley Morgan and Esme Bianco. I don't care about Esme, you know, accent or hair or her freaking freckles, because I want to like these people no matter what. So, you know, just I'm talking about her looks, whatever. I mean, I just think it's dumb. The only reason I will talk about her looks is to point out the fact that she has no personality and she mimics anybody she's with, and it can be a dude or a girl, and that's the only time that I'm going to kind of say something bad or criticize the way she looks. Otherwise, she looks just fine. There's something really wrong about how she operates. It's not about her looks, it's not about her hair or her eyes, it's not about her work. Her movies are good, her TV show is good. It's just the way she operates in her private life, which we actually don't know. We only know like 5% of it. We don't know the shit that she might be doing behind closed doors. So we just know what she wants us to know. And what she really wants us to know is so sick. And that's why she's going like a manic little bunny. Sometimes it's Friday night, Saturday night, sometimes it's on Monday night, because I follow her on Instagram. I'm sorry, but I am. Kind of because I want to, catch it when she posted. And she goes on these binges, man. Like, seriously. And she is so lazy because she's not even typing her own post. When Johnny Depp did that, he typed it, he recorded himself talking. A lot of people, even Britney Spears, like she types her own post, if we're going to believe that's her Instagram account, right? But this weirdo, Evan, she just like steals, takes memes from like singleparenting.com, or like survivingabuse.org, whatever. And she's taking memes and screenshots from those people and post it on her Instagram and recycling everything. And I think it's so, like, at least like sit down and draft it yourself. And she wouldn't even do that. She's such a strange cat. Anyway, not cat, hamster. I don't like calling them witches because witches are cool. I don't like calling them snakes because snakes are one of my favorite things in the world. I love snakes, any type of snake. So I'm just going to say hamster, because it's kind of, like the hamster on the wheel, I would not want to be in her brain right now. That's all I got to say. I don't care how big her bank account is, how famous she is, how beautiful she is, how skinny she is. I would not want to be in her brain. I would not want to be her therapist. I would not want to be her best friend. Anybody that she talks to, because she's insufferable. And I'm sure that we get to see, like I said, like maybe 2 or 5% of what she really is. I'm not going to say anything about her as a mom, because I don't know. Maybe she's a good mom. Probably she is a good mom. But the fact that she is posting about single parenting and about how busy she is and about being like, what is it she said about Jamie? Co-parenting with a narcissist. I mean, she's co-parenting with who? With the Jamie Bell guy, right? The guy that she had a kid with, Jamie. So she's just throwing it right there. She's shading people straight up. I'm co-parenting with a narcissist. She's not even typing it. I mean, I will kind of be more respectful if she goes, hey, guess what? I'm going to talk about this. I have this problem. I'm a single mom and I'm exhausted and blah, blah, blah. And she at least will type it. But the fact that she just takes it from different websites and then she posted with a little emojis, and her face crying or like this, or just broken hearts. I don't know. How old is she? She's like, I think she's like 32 or something, but she just acts like 12. Because I do think that she got stuck on that age. Yeah, when she made the movie 13, she was 15. And I think she just got stuck. My opinion is that. Because a lot of the times that happens with people, especially with women, when they get abused. And I'm not talking about abuse from a boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, but I'm talking about something else that is really big, that's called Hollywood. And I do think that she was abused emotionally, and she was meant to act a certain way and look a certain way, and she's from North Carolina, that's the country, okay, and moving to LA here and being homeschooled and working in movies since she was really little. I think that is trauma. I think that's a trauma. I don't think it comes from a guy necessarily. But what I'm saying is, like, her brain, like, I would not want to be, in her head. I would not want to be her pillow. I don't know if she's a good mom or not. Probably she is, because people that are usually artists and they're creative and they're open-minded, they're artistic, they tend to be good parents. But they also tend to be very laid back and not strict enough, and like kind of, we raising brats because you are just too much of a free spirit, and kids don't need that. Kids don't care if you're a free spirit or not. So I'm gonna leave it at like 50-50. She is neither the best mom or the worst. But having only one child, it's not that much work. Really, it isn't. And especially if you have money for childcare and all these resources, because you're a millionaire, or maybe even if you're not. I mean, just even being upper class as she is, come on, it's not that hard to have one kid, to take care of one kid. And she talks about it like it's rocket fucking science. Like she's the only person. But that's what she does in general. She talks about her being bisexual, like she's the only bisexual. Do you notice that she does that? She talks about being a mom like she's the only mom. She does that, and it's really. She talks about being homeschooled like she's the only people. I mean, like half of the kids are homeschooled in America right now, and way before COVID. My generation of kids, I wish we had homeschool. It would have saved me so much pain, but we didn't. But the kids born in the 80s and grew up kind of in the 90s, a lot of people were homeschooled here. A lot of people. People get homeschooled all the time. But Evan takes everything and makes it her own. She's like the queen of bisexual. She's the queen of homeschool. She's the queen of I work in movies like since I was a kid. All right, and there's a lot of people that work in movies since they were kids. They didn't go crazy. I hate to say that word, but they're still stable. Christina Ricci, Winona Ryder, even if she had her issues, they're still stable. If there's a way to be, you don't have to turn a freaking nut job because you were homeschooled. I mean, she makes it really sound very negative, and you don't have to go completely cooks because you work in the film industry since you were little. But I think something happened to her, and I don't know what it was, because she's not telling us. She probably never will. And I don't even know if she remembers. But something happens to her when she was, during that age, and I think she got stuck. And I think that's why she's so childish, and she posts the stuff she posts, and she goes and sings a cover, and when she mentions his name, she's like, because that's what a little kid will do. I mean, not even a little kid. That's what a teenager will do. And it's kind of scary that she's, has so much responsibility in the world. I don't know how. She remembers scripts, she works, she pays the bills. Maybe she has an assistant doing everything for her, because the way I see it, when I looked at her in interviews and whatnot, I mean, she's gorgeous, she's skinny, she's beautiful, but there's a vacant thing, like the eyes of the windows of the soul and all that. I do believe that, for reals. Without sounding like a hippie, I do believe that. And just look at her, and there's nothing. And it's very scary. I think she's ill, and I'm not defending her. I talked about this before, and I'm not trying to defend her. I'm just trying to say that she's ill. My eyes look so big today. Oh Lord. I got no color going on. Anyway, whatever. So 30 minutes in, I still haven't read the damn fucking interview that I was gonna do. I was gonna read it. All right. So this is from People magazine. Okay, November 2008. So we know what was going on in 2008. They were breaking up. November 2008. The actress called claims of him kicking her brother out of the home completely false and unfair. Eva Rachel Wood defends Marilyn Manson breakup. She didn't have to, but she still did, because they were not together anymore, supposedly. Yeah. Eva Rachel Wood is sick of the false reports circulating about why she and Marilyn Manson broke up. Quote, Manson and I both decided to take some time apart so we could concentrate on our work. Someone used the opportunity to kick us while we were down and sell a completely fake story. The actress, 21 years old, explains in a statement exclusive to People's Magazine. 21. She was 21. Jeez. There you go. She was 21. So when she was with him, she was 19. Why she keeps going with the 18 BS? I know it doesn't make a difference in the mentality, 18, 19, but it makes a difference in the legal aspects. And why she goes for the 18? Here we know if she was 19, she was 21 in 2008. Then she was 19 when she was with him, not 18. She goes on that trip. She thinks all of us cannot go on the internet or look up a calendar or something. That's part of her disorder. She's so grandiose, and she just thinks that we're not gonna know the difference from 12 months. Yeah, Evan, you were 19. Anyway, so stories of the couple splitting in a bitter fight over Evan's brother Ira. Ira? I think it's Ira or Ira. Shoot, it's probably Ira. IRA. I'm gonna say Ira, which is Evan's little brother, younger brother, who had been living with the pair in Manson's house. Fall says they're getting kicked out. He got kicked out of the guest house by Manson, and it started popping out this weekend. She said they're completely false and unfair. Manson, quote, I'm quoting her, Manson owns the house he lives in. My brother has never stayed there. And the person that says such horrible things about Manson being controlling and emotionally abusive to me is certainly not source close to us. Okay. Manson owns the house he lives in. My brother has never stayed there. And the person that says such horrible things about Manson being controlling and emotionally abusive is certainly not source close to me. And she said the controlling and emotionally abusive are like quotes. So she's almost making fun of that. Kind of like, you think that he's controlling, you think he is abusive. No, I tell you, he's not. He's cool. This is kind of what she's doing. I mean, she's not. I don't see her freaking face in an interview, but I just imagine. She said it's certainly not source close to us at all. Evan says Manson has been by my side. Quote, I'm quoting Evan. Manson has been by my side and taking care of me through the best and worst times of my life. I love him as a person, as an artist, and I will always be proud to have him part of my life. Okay, I'm not criticizing that, because I love my exes. So her saying I love him as a person is not, it doesn't, I mean, whatever. But the fact that she about that, she said that people are saying things about him like being controlled or being abusive are completely out of control themselves. Like, they're not close to her. This is completely ridiculous. No way. He's not all that. He actually is a good person. He never kicked my brother out. And has been by my side and taking care of me through the best and worst. Girl, from 19 to 21, how much life? I mean, she tries to sound old so much, and she tries to look old. When she was with him, she looked like she was 25. But that wasn't his fault. She was wearing so much heavy makeup. I'm not hating. She looked really cute, but I'm saying she was trying to look old on purpose. She got the whole hardship glasses, Lolita thing, but at the same time she was wearing red lipstick and very pale makeup, and her hair was dark brown. She was trying to look old in a way, and I don't think that was his fault. And on this thing, she's trying to sound old. She's going like, he has been with me through the worst and the best and the worst of my life. From 19 to 21, I mean, how? I don't know. A lot of shit can happen to people from 19 to 21. But the way she talks about it, she just talks like she's superior, because she's in Hollywood. So 19 to 21, what the hell? Like, I'm sure that there was a couple missteps here and there, but she says the worst and the best of my life. Anyway, if any more attacks are made on us, it is the act of desperate, selfish people who are angry to no longer be part of my life. No further comment will be made, and we request our privacy at this time. My gosh. Yo. She talks about like somebody die. This is what celebrities do, or politicians do, or sport players. When a celebrity dies, usually, they go, the mother, the father, the husband of the person who passed away, they're like, we request privacy at this horrible time that she only's talking about her ex-boyfriend, but she's so damn intense and dense. So again, if any more attacks are made on us, it is the act of desperate, selfish people who are angry to no longer be part of my life. do you see what she did there? I mean, this is old. This is from 2008. But this is the thing. In able to understand Evan and people like her, you with her disorder, I'm not gonna say what it is. You can figure it out. You have to think backwards. Do you know? Like, if you think backwards, you get it. Like, you get it. If she's saying black, you have to think white. It's the only way you can actually understand her brain. So the fact that she says there are people attacking us, are jealous on us, and they're desperate, and they're selfish, and they're angry to not be part of my life anymore. That's what she's doing. You know? What she said that people were doing to her in 2008 is what she's doing now to him and Lindsay and anybody in his family. She's mad that she's not in his life anymore. She's mad. And again, when people say she wants money, you all need to do your own research. Evan never asked for money. Never. Esme Bianco has not asked for money either. They want a trial by jury because they want to destroy him in court. You know, a trial is difficult. Even if you know you're innocent, a trial is just really hard to go through that. That's what they want. This is not about money. Don't get it twisted. This is not about money. This is way deeper than that. That's why I said that she's scary. She scares me. I don't get scared that easy. She scares me. Because it's not about money. It's just about, it's retaliation, it's revenge. Also, she's trying to prove a point. Also, she had her ex-girlfriend, Ilma Gore, doing this whole, tweaking this whole plan. But deep down, it's just about her. And she wants to look like a victim, and she wants attention from it. She doesn't want money. She already has it. It's just the victimhood. It's give me the crown, that crown of thorns, and I'm going to wear it. I'm going to be a martyr, and I'm going to be the victim. It's really messed up because wasn't that happening? It's like all these women, when they do we went to our, we got together and we share experiences and we found so much strength in numbers. I'm quoting Ashley Morgan. What they're saying is pretty much we just hang around Starbucks and gossip about one guy, So I get mad when people say that was a recovery group. That is not a recovery group. Recovery groups are not anonymous. Everybody knows that. Recovery is anonymous. Recovery is not about going and throw somebody under the bus unless you're a minor and unless that's your dad, or your mom did sexually assault you, because moms do that. That is then freaking say it. But otherwise, it's supposed to be anonymous, and it's anonymous for a reason. But now with Instagram and Twitter and everybody's having iPhones, nothing is anonymous anymore. So when she talked about in 2018 and she left it and vaguely said, well, yeah, there was one guy that I was with and there was another guy who worked in a bar. She left it open like that. That should have been it. That was it. If she really want to make a change, that was it. She didn't have to come out on Instagram and say it was him. Because the change that she was trying to make, she already made it. She already worked on the Phoenix at Esme Bianco. They already passed it on this state. It's not all over the country. It's on some states. She already made that change. So the fact that she named him after, it makes no sense to me. There's interviews, though you can just get them on YouTube. And there's actually one in Good Morning America that is so telling, because she's sitting there saying to the lady who is doing the interview, I'm never going to name my abusers. This is not about me. So that's, that should have been it. That's it. You got it. You got the guy under the bus. You don't have to name him. I feel like the reason she did it because she can't help herself. It's just like a little kid with a bunch of candy there. She's like, well, yeah, I can get the candy, but I'm gonna get fat. I might get diabetes. But who cares? I want the candy so bad. This is kind of how her mental health works. Like, she really knows that it's not necessary to name him in order for him to be in trouble, because she knew that Esme was gonna name him. She knew that Ashley was gonna name him. She didn't have to name him. That's what I'm trying to say, and she still did. I thought I'd just leave let the minions do the work for you and just lay back like a queen. But she didn't do that. She went in it, and that's what's very. I'm surprised still that she did that, because I thought, a couple years ago, 4 years ago, when she talked about the abuse the first time, I knew that she was talking about him, and I knew allegedly about him, and I knew that she was going to throw him under the bus soon. But then I thought, she doesn't have to. Somebody else is going to. And it happened. Somebody else did throw him under the bus. So she could have just chilled and let Esme and Ashley's and Phoebe's and Chloe's and all that go at him and just, agree. She didn't have to get on the mud. I think she did because she can't help it. Like, what I'm saying is just like, it's just obsession and, just being in love with your victimhood. And she's in love with herself and in love with anybody that is going to praise her. Like I said, because she's the first bisexual person. She's the first child actor. She's the first person from North Carolina. She's the first person that, shaves one side of her head. She's the first woman that goes to the Academy Awards wearing a suit. Hello? No. Diane Keaton did it. Cher did it. But, Evan says she invented it. Another thing that pissed me off is when she posted a year ago in December, the anniversary of David Bowie. David Bowie's dead. She posted a picture of her tattoo that we know the tattoo was from Manson, not for Bowie. But her caption was like, I got this tattoo for David Bowie, and the lightning bolt the Bowie uses is a little bit different than the one that Manson was using. It's different. It's tiny different, but it's a little bit. But I can see the difference. And then it's black, and it's inside a heart. So her saying on Instagram that she had that for Bowie is BS, because it's a black heart with a lightning bolt inside, and black hearts bolt. She got that in 2007. Yeah, it's for Manson. And I think that's part of like how weak she comes across, that she has to make stories about a tattoo instead of saying, yeah, I got this tattoo for this asshole. Just that's it. Deal with it. She has to lie about it. It's really she just doesn't stop lying. That's what I'm saying, that she scares me. I don't get scared with people that have anger issues. I don't get scared when somebody says, I'm gonna kick my ass. I'm like, okay, come in, kick my ass. But I'm scared with people that lie a lot, because we all lie, but the way that she lies, that scares me. You just don't know. You don't want to invite her over for tea, because she might just say when she leaves the house that you did something to her. I don't know. She's scary because she's a pathological liar. So you never know what the fuck is gonna come out. And she cries wolf so much. The day that she actually tells the truth about any type of sexual attacks or emotional abuse or whatever, nobody's gonna believe her. And it's sad, but I'm not going to believe her either. That's really sad, because she cried wolf too many times. And yeah, and it will be nice if she mentions this bartender or bar owner that allegedly assaulted her. If it happened, it's horrible. If it happens, it's horrible. But I don't know if it happened or not. Like I said, she's been lying for so long. She cannot even tell the truth about her tattoo on her leg, and she says it's for David Bowie, and we know that it's not for Bowie. Like, just things like that. Instead of just own your past, own it and say, yeah, man, I wish I can erase this tattoo with laser because I got this tattoo for this asshole. I'll have more respect if she goes about it like that instead of lying. Pathological liars are really scary people. You never know what they're gonna say about you, what you did to them, what you said to them. So they can set you up. That's what I'm saying. Like, the whole idea of being framed is always something that is spooky to me. Being framed. It's really easy. Think about Amber Heard. It's so easy to frame somebody, especially in the United States, when just going to court, and it's as easy as just going to the market. It's like, oh, I gotta go to the farmer's market and get some lettuce. I'm gonna go to court to get a restraining order. It's really that easy. Mm. Mm. This is so good. I know I could have made it here, but I didn't. I went to the gas station because I'm really glamorous. Gas station coffee is so good, and I don't know what it's about, but I love it. And it's hazelnut, and it's decaf, but it's good. Yeah, I think just talking about her and how I'm just realizing while I'm talking out loud, I'm realizing that she scares me because the way she lies is too much. If you cannot even admit that you had a tattoo on your body because of the guy that you love, you cannot even own that. Something so small that you could just erase it with laser and just forget it, forget about it. You don't have to talk about it. But she talks about it. She posted on Instagram and said this was for David Bowie. We know it's not. We know it's not. If it was for Bowie, we wouldn't have a freaking black heart around it. Pretty simple. So okay, I was gonna read another one from Rolling Stones magazine that she did on, but this is even more spooky. You know when? November 2016. So in November 2016, she gave this interview for Rolling Stone. I hate reading this crap because the people that write on these magazines are the most. I mean, I don't know how they call themselves writers, or I don't go and say I'm a writer. I don't, because I suck at writing, typing. It's not my thing. I can't do it. I'm not that smart. But these people, I'm a journalist, and just the way these things are like down is I'm not that dyslexic. I am, but I'm not that bad. And it's hard for me to read this because it's just like the way is stupid. And her picture is like she's like this. Like a gun, because Westwood, Westworld, not Westwood. Westwood is a town like 20 minutes away. Westworld, the TV show. So she's all into like the gun thing, and she's being all badass. And I think this whole thing is really good for that show. It really works for her. This empowering women type of thing, because that's what her character is about in the show. Even if she's a robot. If you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. So on this one, it's pretty similar, but they're talking about her demons and how her past really prepared her for working on Westworld. And she talks about Manson, and she says that he had a hand on raising me. That sounds kind of gross. A hand on raising me, like, I don't know. And I'm always gonna love the guy. He actually inspired me, and he helped me a lot in my singing career as well, when nobody else was. So, why? This is an interview about Westworld and about your acting career in the present time. All right, November 7th, 2016. Why she has to mention him and say, "Oh, I'm always gonna love him." I'm always gonna love him. It's okay. It's cool. But that's it. Leave it at that. Period. That's it. And she added, he had a hand of raising me, and he supported my music career even when nobody would. Yeah, because you don't have one. But oops. Why? Why keep mentioning the guy over and over? Oh my gosh. And yeah, and in that one she talks. The interview is about Westworld. They're not even. If you look at it, read it. I'm just gonna link it below the video so you can go look at it. They're not even asking her about Manson. They're not. She just talks about it. She can't help it. And that is in 2016. And the one I read before was in 2008. When she says again, I'm going to repeat it one more time before I end the video, because I usually do this and I repeat it just in case if you start watching it like in the middle. So she was really upset, and she said in People magazines that if any more attacks are made on us, she mentioned her, is the attack of desperate, selfish people who are angry to no longer be part of my life, our life. The attack of desperate, selfish people who are angry to no longer be part of our life. That's what she's doing right now. She's attacking him and his whole family because she's angry that she's not part of his life anymore. My God. And she said this about them, these people. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to understand her, it's not so hard to figure it out. You have to just think backwards. The people that have what she has, I'm not gonna say what it is. Um, that's how you can get. You understand it if you think backwards. You know, when they say black, you gotta think white. When they say winter, you gotta think summer. And then I'm not saying you can understand them because she's just out there. She's so far beyond, gone, lost. But when I read her interviews and I imagine her at 19 years old saying this, be no grandiose about it, and homeschool, and I'm bisexual, and I'm an actress, and um, that sounds so dramatic. And she sounds so dramatic even on this. She's saying, no further comment will be made, and we request our privacy at this time. Girl, nobody died. All that happened is like some other celebrity said the Manson was kicking, not physically, but he kicked Everett's little brother out of the guest house. That's all. And it was gossip. But she takes it as hard. She says no further comment will be made, and we request privacy at this time. That's what people said when somebody passed away, you know what I mean? Like somebody dies and they post on Twitter, I'm requesting your privacy. Or somebody goes through a horrible freaking divorce, think Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt years ago, 10 years, 9 years ago. We request privacy in this very difficult time that we have, blah, blah, blah. That is something that people, that is done in like some type of divorce or passing away or some type of tragedy. Divorce is a tragedy. People love each other, it is. But she's just requesting privacy only because somebody said the Manson kicked out her brother out of the house. Because I'm saying, she's everything about her is grand, especially when she was younger. She thought she was older and she wasn't. And the fact that she was, she had, her hair was almost black. It wasn't black, but it was dark brown and very pale, extra pale. She's already super pale. But she was putting makeup over makeup to look more pale. Red lipstick. I'm not hating. And she made herself look older and more mature when she was with him. And the way she talks that she wants to be old. And that is it comes across as so fake. Because it's like one day you have the heart-shaped glasses and you're Lolita, you know what I mean? And the next day you're this vintage queen and you look 25 when you are 19. And it's just so fake. It's like, what are you doing that for? Are you doing that because it looks great? Because it did look great. But you can't just blame other people. You wanted to look old. You wanted to look more pale. You wanted to do that. And that is also part of her disorder, what she does. And she's not going to take responsibility for anything. Even the tattoo, she has to lie about it. She has to say that she had that tattoo made for David Bowie. And I love David Bowie, and I was so insulted when she said that. And the fact that, that was her opportunity right there. She could have thrown more dirt on Manson about the tattoo. She could be like, oh gosh, I'm so disappointed with myself because I got this tattoo for somebody who didn't love me back and somebody who abused me, whatever. But she didn't even admit it. She said it was for Bowie. And also, like, she thinks her fans are stupid or something because her fans, people that look up to her, and it's very sad, but a lot of girls and a lot of guys do, they're gonna know. They know her story. They know the tattoo with the lightning bolt on the black heart is for him. So it's like she's lying. She's a troll. She's trolling her own fans. When she was telling people the other day on Instagram about a week ago to call the police and call the LA district attorney and complain about Manson. Please do something. Call the police. Call the authorities. You asking your fans to do that. That is so gross. I don't even think I ever. Did you all let me know if you guys ever remember? I've been around from at the same time the internet has been around. I'm old. I don't remember ever a celebrity saying to people, to their fans, please call the cops for me. I don't remember. I mean, people saying, if you don't like this, call the Senate, complain about it, whatever it is. Like, if it was human rights or LGBT community rights or women's rights or, abortion and all that. Yeah, I'm seeing celebrities doing that. Like, if you don't agree with it, this is the number. Call your Senate and make your voice, loud. That's different because that's activism. Activism is different. But her story with him, and it's not activism. She wants it to be. She wants to be remembered as this person who brought Manson down, and who else is gonna get it next? I don't know. And it's not activism. Complaining about your ex, you're not an activist, Evan. You're just a girl, a woman whining about their exes, just like we all do. But she takes everything as activism. If you notice that her last post on Instagram was just that. She said, if you don't like what's going on, call the authorities and ask what is being done about Brian Warner. Please make your voice heard. Please call them. Please do this. Not even please. It wasn't even, oh my God, it wasn't even please. It was do this. And then she posted an emoji of like a police officer symbol like 5 times for some reason. That was like, how old are you? Like, really? And it's not activism. Telling your fans to call and talk shit about your ex is not activism. And that cracks me up. I'm going to make another video just saying that. Making your fans call the cops on your ex is not activism. All right? So it's hard for me. I mean, I don't like her. It's hard for me to say I hate her because I know she's sick. And I just realized when I was doing this video, because I don't pause, I don't edit, I can't, whatever, that I'm scared of her. I'm like in therapy. And the reason I'm scared of her is because she's a pathological liar. And liars scare the crap out of me. I can deal with stupid. I can deal with evil. I'll do it. Let's go at it. Let's talk. But liars, who the fuck knows, man? She goes to your house, she leaves, and I don't know. She's really scary in that sense. Because I feel like it's never going to be over. I feel like after she's done with him, hopefully he's not, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But I feel that she's going to go after somebody else. And it could be the other ex, or it could be a woman, maybe her ex-girlfriend, her ex-husband, Jamie Bell, is going to be after somebody else. She's not going to stop. And she's not going to talk about it like, I'm going to open my heart, I'm hurt, my ex hurt me. No, she's going to make it sound like activism. That's what drives me crazy about her. It's like single parenting. Okay. Sorry about it. I don't know. Like, you need money for daycare? You want a lollipop? Like, I don't know what the fuck she wants. So she's a single parent. Oh my gosh, she's a working single parent. I got 2, not 1. And I don't have money like she does. And I do it. It's not really that hard. So anyway, I just want to just like go talk shit about her for a little bit. Make myself feel better. Because lately is everybody's talking about, or I was talking about, how Esme Bianco case is kind of moving forward. And she has a whole repertoire of things that she's going to say. I don't know it, but I'm calling it right now. In the next month or so, she's going to come out with more shit. And I don't feel like that's negative, but it's also not really that positive. So I kind of want to make a video and have a laugh on Evan, because she cracks me up and scares me a lot. So like I always say, just don't lie. Being mean is different than being a liar. Just don't lie. And don't lie in court, man. It's gonna come and get you. It's gonna come back you in the ass eventually. If it's not gonna come back you in the ass in a legal way, in some type of way, karma or the universe, whatever you want to believe, is gonna come back at you. Don't lie about stuff like this. Don't own your choices. You made the choice to get the tattoo. You made the choice to be with a dude. Like, seriously, it makes me crazy that people like her are so grand and so up there in their throne of thorns that, you know, they don't want to go down. They don't. She doesn't want to be fixed. She doesn't want to be helped. She doesn't want to be cured. You cannot really cure trauma, but she doesn't want to be helped. No, she wants to be in the mud, you know, and make you feel sorry for her, and bring you with it, and says like, call the cops for me, man. Come on, you're my fan. Call the cops. Please, call the cops. I'm trying to think of any other celebrity since the internet was invented, because I was around. I've never heard a celebrity through the TV or online saying to their fans, call the authorities because I was abused. I mean, you always get the celebrities, for example, saying things like, call this, call your representatives because we're fighting against abortion or pro-abortion or against abortion, stuff like that. That's activism, women's rights, human rights. But your right to complain about your ex is not a human right. I just keep saying it. I'm tripping at how ridiculous it is. All right, I'm gonna go, and this is kind of fun. I ranted. I feel better now. Yeah, she scares me. Like, man, I don't know. She probably lives like an hour away from me. Jeez, I should get a restraining order against you, Evan. No, man, because it's like I said, I can deal with evil. I can do stupid. I can do evil. But I can do arrogant. I can do narcissist. But the just the amount of bullshit is what else you gonna lie about? You lie about your tattoo. You lie about your mom. Your mom didn't abuse you that bad. If she did, she talks about her mom abusing her because her mom moved her here. They moved both of them from North Carolina to California so she can be an actress, so little Evan can follow her dream. So that's abuse. Because she was homeschooled, that's abuse. My son is homeschooled. I'm an abuser. Homeschool. Everybody's homeschooled. Half of the country is homeschooled. Like I said, it's always like the first time. She's like the first person who got homeschooled. She's the first bisexual celebrity. She's the first celebrity that shaved her head. Like, well, we know Britney did, but like I'm saying, like the half, the whatever you want to call it, the hairstyle that she got, it was like so awful. Yeah, activism. I'm gonna make a short video after this about what I really think about activism and the way that I think people take advantage of it way too much. And sometimes there's not even issues, and you're gonna make the issue just so you can just talk about the issue, and there's issues that are really big right now, and people are dying. So for her to just like ask her fans to call the cops on him, and it's like, really, there's nothing. I mean, the case, he's already going, people are already throwing rocks at him, whatever she posted on Instagram or not. So what is the need? He's already going down because of the Esme Bianco lawsuit, civil lawsuit. So there's no need for Average Wood to be on Instagram going like, call the cops, complain, do it for me. She's such a narc. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and thank you for watching this. If you're watching this, if you watch it from the end and go back to the beginning. Gosh, I'm smart. Anyway, thank you. Bye. Make good choices and don't lie in court. Trust me, you don't want to do that.